Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What? 120. Check line 54. Line 54. Got you. I got you.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, QB, come on.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
180.
56. Silver.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ric Flair.
On 2nd and 9, Goff on the screen. This is Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Ready, 50, plant, come, baby. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Super one.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go tonight. 20.
3 ball.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. Complete to Newsom. And he's got this down to the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Goal. They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go. 94.
To throw on second down. Love. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 40-yard line.
On the set.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
To throw on second down. Love looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, 49ers.
On the jump. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. General. Max. Check. Ready.
On first down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Breida. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They come out here in the I.
58, come on. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, Shell. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobos. Orbit. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's gone. This one complete to Coleman. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Love completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael Brockers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, ready? Alpha. Come on, boy. You got me right. Don't be scared. Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Now Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't. Ready.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Looking to throw. Love. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. This is Coleman with a grab. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for LA. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now gone toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Goff. Flushed out right. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On first down, Love taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Gets this one to use check. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Open man is Samuel. Complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They will run again with Coleman. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA! Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Down. 70 in. 58. Come on. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Mostert. And he's got some space here. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me